Hey guys, it's Frank from Cruising with Wheels. What happens when parents cross the line between a teachable moment with their kids to being a bully? Look what happens when good parenting could turn into bully at large. In this episode of Frank Pushes Back. Now, there is no shortage about parents and crazy stories about their type of discipline and taking a teachable moment with their kids and turning it into the biggest bully episode of their lives. Let's take a look at some of these stories. The first story is about a 13-year-old girl named Kelsey from Ohio. Now, her parents are divorced and they share joint custody. Apparently, it was, as the story goes, it was Kelsey's 13th birthday. And so she was planning weekend celebrations, one with her mother and one with her father and stepmom. Now, the celebration with her mom was a gift for Kelsey of getting highlights, hair highlights that Kelsey wanted. So her mom took her to the salon and got her highlights and did a whole wonderful, do, and Kelsey was absolutely thrilled. Now, Kelsey then heads over to her dad and stepmom's house, right? Now, she is so excited and so proud of the way she looks. So she gets to dad's house, and dad and stepmom, are horrified, absolutely horrified that their 13-year-old daughter has highlights in her hair, and they are not having it. So they go and they force Kelsey to cut off all of her hair. How that happened, whether they did it or they took her to a salon, but they had her hair all cut short, just like a boy's haircut. Kelsey is devastated. She returns home to her mom, who is also horrified. And she's like, what the heck happened? And Kelsey, of course, is beside herself. And the mother is furious. Now, apparently, most of the time, mom and dad agree on most parenting decisions. Why the dad didn't call the mom and say, what is going on? And I think she's a little too young for hair highlights and whatever they did to her hair, I do not know. But to force Kelsey to get her hair cut off was just, kind of a strange punishment. And for girls and women to have their hair cut off is such a personal attack on their being, and it just wasn't right. Well, the mother went to social media on it. People set up a GoFundMe page for Kelsey, I guess to get her a wig, a nice wig until her hair grew back. And apparently then the Ohio Child Protective Services got involved because people reported it as child abuse. So the question goes, parental rights or child abuse? Good parenting or bullying? I don't know. You decide. Okay, the second story I have, again, involves hair. I swear I don't know what the hair thing is about. But a dad gets a call from the school of his 16-year-old daughter. And apparently his daughter got into it with another girl, okay? Now, that particular girl had cancer and was going through chemotherapy and had lost all her hair and was wearing a wig to school. And his daughter, in the middle of the fight and them going at it, rips off the girl's wig and totally, embarrasses her. She's devastated enough that she has cancer, lost her hair, and now in the middle of a fight with her supposed friend, she gets her wig ripped off. Well, the dad goes to school, and he's like, what the heck? What were you thinking? Well, his daughter shows absolutely no remorse at all. None at all. In fact, his daughter pretty much says, well, the girl deserved what she got. And he is kind of devastated at the lack of remorse and thinking, how could you do such a horrible thing to this poor girl? So the father decides he's going to enact his kind of punishment. And he says to his daughter, all right, you've got two choices for punishment. One, I'm going to take away every one of your electronic devices. Your cell phone, your laptop, your computer, whatever electronics you have are gone, and I am never going to replace them or buy them again. Number two, your other option, get your hair, cut your hair, shave your hair. Take it to a salon and have them shave your hair down as short as they can get it. And that's your punishment, you decide. So the daughter says, I'll have my hair shaved. And he's like, all right, if that's your decision, get your hair shaved. But you can't go to school or anywhere else with a wig on. You have to go out in public with your hair shaved. And you're going to know how it feels to be looked at like this poor girl was looked at. And so that's what happened. That was the punishment. And she had her hair shaved off. Her choice. So again, social media went rampant. And it was kind of 50-50 on the comments as to what the punishment was. You know, half the people were like, oh my God, the dad was such a bully. It's no wonder the daughter acted the way she did, being a bully to this poor girl, because she learned it from the father. He's a bully. And the other half of the people were like, good, she deserved what she got, and it was her choice. She was the one that picked getting her hair shaved off. You know, the father didn't drag her and make her do it. So, you know, 50-50. So again, I ask the question, good parenting or bullying? Now, my third and last story is about a single mother of two girls, a 14-year-old girl and a 16-year-old girl. And so one day, the older daughter, Jasmine, shows her mother a video she took of the younger 14-year-old sister, Jasmine. And Jasmine apparently, when they were out, went off on this homeless man sitting on the street. I guess, you know, panhandling for money. Jessica was so disturbed by what the younger sister had done and said to this man that she showed her mom. So, little 14-year-old Jasmine, I'm sorry, 14-year-old Jessica. Let me look at my notes. No, the good daughter, 16-year-old, is Jasmine. The not-so-nice little nasty 14-year-old is Jessica. And let me read you exactly what she did and said to this homeless man. So she looks at him, and she starts screaming at him. And she says, stop asking me for money. You'd earn it yourself if you weren't so effing lazy and spending what you earned on drugs. When the homeless man complained about the cold, because they lived in upper New England, Jessica responded, yeah, people camp for fun. Even in December, you can't complain. You're living someone's holiday. The mother was horrified when she saw the video, because she thought she had raised an empathetic daughter. But seeing the video, she was absolutely furious. And she decided to enact an extreme punishment for her daughter to teach her an important lesson. Again, a teachable moment. So, first of all, the mother took the daughter out to find the homeless man. And they found the homeless man, and she made the daughter apologize to the man, and the mother put up money for the man to stay in a hotel for one night and made the daughter pay her back for it. She also made the daughter volunteer at a food bank to feed the poor. But also the last part of it was she set up a tent in the back garden of the house. And she went up and she locked the daughter's bedroom. And she says, you're going to spend a night outside in a tent, and you're going to know what it feels like to kind of live on the street. And that's your punishment. But of course, the mother spent the night downstairs sleeping by the window so she could look out, to make sure the daughter was okay. But they were in the backyard. And so she gets the tent and the sleeping bag and all the blankets and the pillow and says, there you go, honey. Now you know how it feels, which really in no way compares to people really living out on the streets. The next morning, the daughter comes in crying, I'm so sorry, very remorseful. So yeah, I guess, teachable moment worked on her, at least in this particular story. But again, the comments on social media were 50-50 of, oh my God, your daughter could have been attacked and raped, and what were you thinking, kicking her out of the house? And again, the other 50% were good. Now she knows what it's like, but kind of not really, but at least she got a taste of what it is. And hopefully it taught her to be empathetic for people who are poor, living on the street, have no food, have no place to live. But again, the question comes up, a teachable moment or bullying? So all of you, please comment below. I am dying to know where you stand on this issue of parental rights, discipline, teachable moments, and does some of it cross the line into bullying the children? I want to thank all of you for joining me in this latest episode of Frank Pushes Back. On behalf of Kevin and myself from Cruising with Wheels, remember, don't just watch our videos, hit that subscribe button and be part of the Cruising with Wheels family. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free to use your little finger. Also, click that little bell and turn it on, and you'll get automatic notifications of when our videos go live. Remember, we're not only here on Facebook with our videos, but we are also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. So, until next time, I want to remind all of you to travel safe and cruise often.